Yo, what it do? Welcome to special edition of Club Velvet, where it's your boy Duke from Duke's World. Today I just wanted to take some moment to just talk to you guys about some things that's been on my mind. It's nothing bad, Hopefully you can hear me clearly. Outside we have people, doing the lawn and whatnot, but I am currently here, available, ready to roll. But what is it that I wanted to talk about today? I've been doing this series, which I kind of started, but kind of got away from it. But I'm gonna pick it back up, and it's kind of hard to pick it back up when, in all essence, I need more than just me sitting here talking about this one topic. But at the end of the day, it leads into various different topics. And so I've been talking about relationship quite frequently. And my thought on the whole idea of a basic relationship, it doesn't necessarily stem from what everybody else has done and what everybody else is doing. Because my idea of a relationship may be different from yours. So, we gotta step outside here for a second, which is crazy. But just welcome to Duke's World. Welcome to Club Velvet. But at the end of the day, I'm a non-monogamous person. And being a non-monogamous person, in my mind, this is just me, that I'm not conformed to just one way of looking at relationship, right? So where somebody would be monogamous, where they say to themselves, well, I can only be committed to just one person and one person at a time. I don't see myself committing to multiple people in a setting in which, let me just be honest, for all those people who say you can't be committed to multiple people at one time, think about the relationships that you have with, your family, your friends, that, it may not be sexual, especially with some friends that you have. Like my man Joe, who comes on the podcast, our relationship is strictly a friend relationship, brother, as I would say. He looks at me as a brother, I look at him as a brother. Age difference doesn't matter because we've both experienced similar things in our lives. Some may be on a more grander spectrum than the other, but we've experienced the same exact thing, so we have some type of common ground that we could commonly say, this is a problem for me, and I could recognize this is a problem for me. So, with that being the thing, it's that in itself is okay, well, that's my friend. But then my girlfriend, on the other hand, me and her have a relationship. We actually share a full body relationship. Now, in her mind, she feels like Job isn't much of a friend to her as he is to me, which in terms, it's not true. It's not true because he is just as much her friend as he is my friend. You know what I mean? So in that sense, we're both trying to maintain a friendship with this one person. And at the end of the day, that one person is trying to manage both of us while we're just trying to manage that one person. But in turns, we're managing each other. So where I may lack in an area, she may come in and pick up. Where I lack in the area, Joe may come and pick up. And vice versa, where he may lack in the area, I may step up. Let's say she may lack in the area, and I may step up. You see what I'm saying? Like, either way, something is being done about a situation that we didn't necessarily could contribute if it wasn't for that extra person. Now, why do I say all that? Why is that even a thing that's of necessary to say? Now, most people would say, well, I don't want my friend to have some type of relationship with my girlfriend. And on the premise, yeah, because you don't know what the next man may try to do with the person who you with. So there's a line of openness that comes along with it. You got to talk about it. Well, I'm going to go hang out with Job today. All right, well, I'm going to go hang out with so-and-so. Okay. Whatever you and so-and-so do is whatever you and so-and-so do. But the caveat to that is, when we come together, there's a conversation. There's something that's said to let each person know, hey, this is what I did. Because there's openness in the relationship. And I guess that's why a monogamous relationship where somebody would have this type of relationship wouldn't necessarily view it as like what and how I'm viewing it. Somebody may say, well, dude, that's wrong. And you shouldn't look at the relationship like that. But how can you tell me how to look at my relationship and how I treat people? You see what I'm saying? It's like we all, in some instance, want to be treated with the same type of respect. And so, like, if my man come to me and let me know that I'm not being respected, okay, cool. I'm going to say something. Just like if my girlfriend feels some type of way about being disrespected, she should have open space to come say something, right? Yes. Each person should have open space to come say something because each person is valuable, has a valuable a point of view in my life. Now, do I have to take each person's point of view? Not necessarily. But if we are open and we talk about it all, then there's no room for no misunderstanding. And that's what some people come to, that place of misunderstanding. Well, I didn't understand what this person was trying to say. So you got upset because you misunderstood what they were trying to say? Well, yeah, because I felt this way. And you know what? I even fall in that category of taking what somebody says and getting upset about it. When in turns, I don't need to get upset. If you coming to me and you telling me my fault because you're my friend, why should I even get upset because my friend come and tell me my faults? I shouldn't. My friend should be able to come and say, hey, dude, this is how I feel. And because my friend comes and tell me that they feel this way, I react in a way that they understand. And I know, well, not they understand, but I understand what they are saying by the simple gesture of, if it's something I did to make them feel some type of way, well, bro, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I apologize. And I mean something. Or let's just say they're coming to me about an issue where they're not even looking for me to necessarily say anything. They're just looking just to vent. I give you that open ear to say what you have to say as a friend. Even in my relationship, I even give my girlfriend that room to say what it is that she needs to say, just like she do for me. And so each person in your life should have that same place. But it also goes down to how you are saying what you are saying to whoever it is that you need to say it. But I say all that to, kind of dive into this thought of, being that I am in a polyamorous relationship, and like, I really ain't been out there actively looking. Like, I need to go out and actively start dating again, just to see what the dating world is like. I hear from multiple places, dating is probably the worst thing I ever did in my life. But it's like, what is the end result of that date? Like, is the end result of that date is to smash, or is the end result to say, I met a friend, we connected on X, Y, and Z, now I could have somebody to talk to? Or is it I'm looking for one person to spend the rest of my life with? And for me, it's not even for me to spend the rest of my life with one person, because being non-monogamous and being polyamorous, just about every person that I come across in some shape, form, or fashion has a quality that I need in my life. Now, granted, it's not sexual for most or for some, but for those ones that are sexual, you have to really do something that's of use. You can't just be here just to be here. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not here adding something to the collective, then you're no use here. And I hate to say it like that, but you're not. You're not serving the whole collective a purpose if you're not bringing something useful to the table. And I guess that's how I look at my polyamorous relationship, not just in a sexual way, but in a useful way. Because if you're not a useful person, what are you, what are you here for? Like, what is your purpose? Like, what is the end goal as to why you're here? If you know that I'm not looking for anything specific, but you bring a specific quality or a specific tool to the table, then just maybe you are the right type of person. But just because you bring the right type of quality, etc., you also have to be the right type of character. You also have to have the right type of personality. Like, you also have to be able to fit amongst the group, because this isn't just a me thing. Like, this is now a group. It's like a group project. Like, oh, well, my nigga went over here, found this person, they do X, Y, and Z. We could bring them to the team. But if their personality isn't right, it's gonna clash. You know what I mean? So it's definitely like, when you're building something like this, and like I said, I look at it as a team. Like, I'm building a team of people who can execute the things that we need to execute. And if we're not executing those things to the best of our abilities, then, just like with a job, like, we have to get the right cog to keep this thing moving. If somewhere along the process, the road of getting things done, one of these cogs gets broken, then we need to fix it. We need to repair it. We need to take that broken piece out, take it out, and insert a new piece into that puzzle. But the thing about it is, just because that person in that cog is kind of screwing up the process of how the whole thing is going, as long as one or two people can pick up that job or have managed to understand that job, those two or that one person could fill that position. You see what I'm saying? They could fill or delegate other people to that position until that position is filled. But each person has to, be useful. Like, there are no dead pieces around here. You know what I mean? And that's how you got to look at, like, your relationship when it comes to dealing with people. Like, if this person is bringing something useful to the table, and, like, I know, like, some women, and when I say this, like, I know 95% of the women who may be listening to this or may hear this may disagree with what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like, the thing of bringing something to the table, that's the key for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, it's like, can you bring something to the table? If each and every single, if there's 4 corners on the table and one person brought, chicken, and somebody else brought juice, and somebody else brought sides, can you bring some bread? Like, can you bring some bread to this table so that we all can eat? Because if the only reason why you're sitting at this table is just to eat, then there's no use for you here at this table, because each and every single person brought something useful to the table. And I guess that's where people get their misunderstanding of bringing something to the table. It's not about, money. It's not about that. It's what can you, as an individual person, what efforts could you put forth to make each and every person of your unit eat? You may not be the cook, but can you go out there to the grocery store and buy some chicken? Can you at least go to the store and buy some chicken? If you're not savvy enough to go to the grocery store, can you send somebody the money so that they can go to the store to go get the food, so that the next nigga could go fix it, so that everybody at the table can eat? Like, it has to be that way. Because if it's not that way, then you're missing everything that you're supposed to do as an individual person. And like I said, most people would probably disagree with me on that statement. But at the end of the day, evaluate and think about what it is that I bring to the table. Do I just bring my body, or do I bring my efforts? Is my body just, taking up space? Am I not being a useful person in this unit? And I guess that's why when I'm scrolling on TikTok and things of that nature, and I see women that just say, "Well, I'm just want a man for that money," and then when I go and I keep scrolling, and then I see somebody else talking about men keep talking about bringing something to the table. But every day we're bringing something to the table. We're bringing something so that the next man could take and run with it. We're bringing meat. We're bringing manna. We're bringing substance. And if you're not bringing substance, then you're just an empty vessel taking up valuable space. And that goes on both hands, bro. Like, if you're the man of the situation and you're not doing something, if you're not bringing something to the table, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just people at this day and age need to see effort. If you're not giving effort, then there's no room for you here at this table. I value people who at least give effort, because a little bit of effort will take you a long way. Just by trying, just by applying yourself to the process, you're gonna get somewhere. So as I was saying, like, think about wolves, for instance. They hunt in packs. If one person of that pack isn't carrying their weight, do you think they're gonna eat a big portion of the meal? No. Because they're gonna remember you didn't bring your weight. You didn't carry your weight. We had to do all this without you. Like, that's how you got to look at it. Like, even in a monogamous relationship, it is a team effort. Each person has to bring something useful to the table. Because if you're not bringing something useful to the table, you have absolutely nothing. And I hate to have to put it in such a strong way of coming at people like that. But seriously, man, like, I care about you enough to come at you this way to let you know that, hey, somewhere along the road, like, bro, you've been fucking up. And like, people don't want you to keep fucking up. People don't want you to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? I'm gonna throw some music on in the background just to, give us something to, just to feast on. Nothing too major. Nothing too major right now, but give me 1 second. I'll be right back. But I mean, seriously, just think about it for a second. Like, if my main goal in the whole entire unit is to make sure everybody eat, then I gotta play my part, Brody. Because if I'm not doing my part, like I said, somebody gonna notice. Like, yo, dude, bro, you're not holding your end. Be like, we see a lot going out, but we don't see a whole lot coming in. Be like, can you explain to us why it's like this? Can you explain to us why you're slacking off? And if people that care about you enough, they gonna come and they gonna let you know, yo, man, you slacking off, and we need you to get it together. But they care about you. So, in a sense, it's different than somebody who don't really give a fuck. Because the person who don't give a fuck about you, they just gonna be like, you know what? Just go ahead on, live your life, however the fuck you wanna live your life. If you wanna, run into a brick wall, by all means, go ahead, run into that brick wall. I ain't gonna stop you. That's not the type of person you need around you. You need people that's gonna keep you accountable to your shit. You wanna be a superstar? Well, I'm a damn sure push you to be a superstar. And they gonna do their utmost to promote you and elevate you to the next level so that you could be that person. But if you're not connected around those type of people who want to see you do and be that thing, you're slacking, Jack. And I don't mean to put it to you like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to kick it to you like, well, damn, dude, you just basically saying that I'm scum. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you are capable of doing and being the best version of yourself. It's just gonna take people to help you get there. Not help. It's gonna take people to help you see that you're capable of doing it. Number one. Then it's gonna be number two, people that's gonna help you get there, to help motivate you to get out your slump, to do and be the best version of yourself. And that's number two. And then number three is always going to fall right back on you. Why? Because you have to be the one to put in the work. If you're not putting in the work, everything that those people did beforehand would be null and void. But most people don't want to recognize the fact that they do have people around them who are literally keeping them accountable to their bullshit. And because they don't necessarily want to be kept accountable to their bullshit, they keep doing the same ass shit and expecting to get the same results. But because it feels good to do it this way or be this way or have it this way, and okay, keep having it that way. Keep doing it this way. If you keep doing it this way, you keep trying to have it this way, that's why you're getting the results that you get. You can't blame nobody for you getting the same results Or people keep coming back and telling you day in and day out, yo man, what happened? You getting better at doing X, Y, and Z, bro. Like, all we see is you just slacking off, my nigga. Like, you know, or your spouse coming to you, well, babe, I don't think this is gonna work out. What you mean it's not gonna work out? Because you're not making the effort to better who you are. The moment you make the effort to better who you are, people will start seeing the best in you. My girlfriend came home yesterday and she was like, babe, my boss, he was talking to me and, I was telling him about what happened here and what this person did for us and, X, Y, and Z. And his response is, that's because people see who you are. People see who you are. So if people see who you are and you are a good person, people will go out of their way to do good for good people. Why? Because I do it all the time. And some of them don't even be good people. Pick up the phone. I'm about to beat that pussy. Let me get you alone. I'm about to let me get you alone. Yo, so, you just gotta do and be the best version of yourself, yo. Like, I can't, like, I could stress that every day of the week, but it takes self-effort. It really does. Like, if you take the effort to better who you are, trust me when I tell you, you will get there. But you have to put in the work. And the work is not easy, bro. It's not. Somebody may be thinking, well, dude, how do you do the work to better yourself? Well, Ben, I'm not the best person to go about doing it, but I would say in my mind, it takes a real hard evaluation of situation, circumstances. And once you understand, all right, well, this is what I did in this situation. This is the result that I got from this situation. Here are the important people who was in the situation. And so, if that's the case, then what point of view should I... No, first of all, the point of view that I looked at was my own. That's why I got the result that I got. But if I would have looked at this person's point of view, it might have been a little bit different. Or if I would have looked at this person's point of view, it might would have been different. But yet, I still got the same result as a result of a action that I took upon myself. Even though in the situation, each person had a part to play in the situation. So, how one person may say, well, being that this and this happened, you could have went this route. But what if I would have went that route and it would have been worse than what I got? That's one thought. Or let's say somebody else say, well, here's a way you could have did it. And let's just be honest, the way that they told me could have been the easiest route of them all. But guess what? The expected end was, this is what I got. And so I'm it's not that I'm troubled with the fact that at this result, but yet I am troubled at the result, because what if the result is not a good result, or what if it's a bad result? If it's a bad result, then that's something that at the end of the day, I'm going to have to live with my whole entire life. Nobody else will ever have to deal with this problem. But you have to put in perspective that other people also have gone through the same issue and may or may not gotten the same end result. But because you got what you got, now you could go back to the pad and think about it and evaluate it and make those necessary moves to make change, to become change, to now do that thing that you said you need to do, that work. Now you can evaluate. And some people may say, well, it's spiritual work. You got to do some shadow work. You got to do this and do this and do that. At the end of the day, everybody's different. Some things don't work for everybody. But here's the thing. If you have a team of people with you who want to see you get to that expected end, when I mean they want to see you get there, they want to see you get there. But here's the thing. Just like they want to see you get there, you also have to see you there. You also have to see you in that better position, that best version of yourself. But can't nobody make that a thing for you. You have to make that for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I'm sitting here telling you that you can be the best version of yourself. You have to see that you're the best version of yourself. And if you don't see that you're the best version of yourself, then nobody else is going to see that. Nobody's going to see you being the best version of yourself because nobody's going to care. And the sad part is that some people are not going to care that you are the best version of yourself. And those people are the people who you have to avoid. But then again, at the same token, yeah, you have to avoid them, but there are situations and circumstances where you have no other choice but to be around those people. So it's about making sure that you've taken what you learned from all your work, working on you being the best version of yourself. Now, here's the same situation at another time period in your life. Now, all that work that you did working on yourself, being the best version of yourself, here's a situation that's going to prove how much of the best version of yourself you are right now. And that's the key thing. Like, every day there's a moment that you're going to be tested with having to be the best version of yourself. And sometimes people, and I can only speak for me at times here, like, I get to that point and then I know it's a challenge that's coming and I fail. But I can say I try, but yet I fail. Because I still walk away from the situation feeling the same way I felt the very first time I was in the situation. Defeated. Even when I do all the things I know I need to do and say, yeah, I still walk away from the situation feeling defeated when I did what was right, what was honorable. So why do I feel defeated? Because I have not come to the reconcile of the first situation, because I just had to deal with another situation. People don't think about that. Don't think about that at all. So, with that being the thing, it's like, if I'm not necessarily thinking and aware of, like, what's really going on with me, right? That's why it's good to have people that want to see you be the best version of yourself, because they're gonna tell you, and they're gonna show you, and they're gonna give you those examples of why you're not the best version of yourself. And the thing is, like I said previous, you're gonna want to argue that fact, but don't argue the fact. Just recognize that you can do and be better. And that's the end story, and that's the end situation. Hey, you yourself know Hey, you can be the best version of yourself in any situation, dealing with any person, dealing with anybody. But it takes that work. And so once that work come into play and you go to that situation the next time, it's not even it's not even a word on your back. You know what I mean? So, like, anything can happen to you. It's just boom. It just roll off your back. Like, yeah, all right, cool. I ain't even studying that. Because you build yourself up at the level where I'm good. But at the same token, here's the thing. In the midst of doing all that, make sure when you do that, when you're building up those, I would say, walls, make sure, or those boundaries, make sure that the people who you meet, like, it's not their fault. Let them know, hey, it's not your fault that I am this way. It is a result of X, Y, and Z. It is their fault. And I'm not going to hold you to something that they did. I'm not going to hold you to that. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be ignorant. So don't do and treat me the same exact way that they did. Because early in the game, now I could recognize it 2-3 days earlier than waiting 4, 5, 8, 10, 20 years later, where time has gone by and I've dealt with the same bullshit. When now I can recognize, because I've done the work to do the thing that I need to do now, so I don't make the same mistake no more. Like, that's how you know you've grown and you've changed. And so what does all that have to do with relationship? All that has to do with relationship is this. The basis, let me phrase that. Let me say this right. The basis of a relationship should be the relationship that you have to yourself. If you won't lie to yourself, why lie to other people? You know what I mean? If you want people to treat you right, then that means you treat people right. Because if you don't want to treat yourself like shit, then that means you won't treat other people like shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you not making excuses. Now, granted, I know me. There be some times where I be fucked up in the game. Like, something will happen to me and I be stuck, like, in my mental. I be stuck in my mental as to what the fuck is going on in this situation right now. But 9 times out of 10, it's like I'm aware, but like I'm stuck in my own brain. So it's like most people's reaction will probably be move or whatever. I'm stuck. I'm gonna watch this whole entire movie play out, and then I'm gonna think about it and be like, yo, what the fuck? But if I would have thought about it then and made the necessarily changes, it wouldn't even been a thought on my mind. It'd have been like, oh shit, skirt. See? But it all takes you learning yourself, developing you. The moment you develop you, trust me when I tell you, hands down, can't nobody come and tell you nothing. Nothing. What can somebody gonna tell you about you? Shit. Okay. Come tell me about me. Please come tell me about me and who I am. I want you to do that. Yes. But yeah, it's something to really feast on. That's a major thought. I ain't gonna lie. But, and I guess you still wonder, like, dude, what does all this have to do with relationships? Okay, so part 2 to why it has to do with relationships. Because, all right, so now that you understand you, now that you got you under control, now that you know what you're willing to deal with, what you're not willing to deal with, now you know the boundaries, you set those boundaries, you know the way to go about setting boundaries with people. Now it's about setting your expectation. What is your expectation of people? Now, mind you, you could have high expectations of people, you can have medium expectations of people, and you can have very low expectations of people. And here's the thing. Whatever you expect out of somebody, expect that out of yourself. And it goes right back to number one, bruh. Whatever I put out, I want to come back to me. So if my expectation is somebody will treat me with respect, they will do the things that I would do for them, and in all those things, without it even being asked, without it being forced, without it even being, a second thought. It's okay, this is how we're moving, and we're moving this way. This is the move, and we're moving this way. Here's the move, and we're moving this way. And it can be on either end. Either end, it could go that way. Well, we're going to move this way. Okay, that's cool. Can we talk about it before we make this move, though? Just in case I may have an idea as to, adding to the move. I bet. All right, so now we have clear understanding. Both parties understand the move now. So nobody's just like, yo, we finna make this move. And niggas just like, oh, I bet. They ain't even came prepared for the move. Just like, oh, we were moving? Yeah. Were you not prepared? No. Well, what were you? I was sitting on the couch. I thought you said we were moving, and we were moving. Yeah, I packed everything up and we were moving. Like, what's up? But in that situation, it's like, once you understand that other person's expectation of, all right, bro, we making the move to Cali, bro. Like, we gonna pack everything up and we moving straight to Cali. My band's over here. We talked about it. He game. We game. We go. And it's a seamless move. It's not forced upon. It's literally we deliberate like, yo, what's the pros? What's the cons? How everything gonna move? Like, if we was the boom, 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 how's the boom, boom, boom gonna happen? Okay, well, boom, boom, boom. I know you know me. Boom, boom, boom. Let's make this move. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. Shit, babe, no, we need to make a move. On what? Yo, we need to get this business. For real. Let's make this move. Boom. Now, on that instance, let's say it's not very well communicated. So let's make this move, get this business. You may or may not get the same that you may put in that the other person may put in. So wherein in your mind, your expectation is, man, we going all the way with this shit. But you do this shit and you realize that you're doing it by yourself and they just watching you. Okay. Well, let's change it up. Let's get on the same level with this shit. So now, the next time a move come through, now we can sit, deliberate, talk about it, write some numbers down, figure out some shit, go over here to the food line, be like, how many cups come in that bag? 17. Bet. How many come in that? 33. Word. We out. You know what I mean? Bam, bam, bam. Come back to the pad, put it all together, and be like, this is what we got out of X, Y, and Z. Flip, flam, and bam. Bet. Got you. then execute. We execute at the same damn motherfucking time, nigga. We sat down, we deliberated it. We even went out, did some outside investigation, some outside study. So now that we done studied that shit, that's good. Bet. Boom. Now, we done came back to the past, sat down, wrote some shit down. Say you gotta write the vision, make it plain so that you know what you're doing. So bam, now that we done did that 3, now that we done did that, bam, now we gotta execute the shit. As long as we executing this shit together, ain't no way in the world you gonna tell us that we gonna fall. Ain't no way in the world you gonna tell us we can't succeed. As long as everybody giving that same amount of effort. And it ain't, and here's the thing, it might not be the same amount of work. Like, as long as you're giving the same amount of effort, you may be doing different shit. You may got a nigga in the kitchen baking. Then you got another nigga over here marketing shit. Then you got another nigga over here selling the shit. But guess what? Each individual person doing fucking something. They all giving effort, bro. Then you may got another nigga over here scouting product and shit. Like, well, we might can get this for a little bit cheaper over here, bro. Oh, okay, cool. Now, bam. That's effort right there. But here's the thing. If you don't know yourself, bro, that shit will not work for you. I'm just saying, you got to know you in order to make other people move. That's why it's important to know you. And know yourself. Once you know yourself, and number one, bro, know yourself. Once you know you, right, then you could go out and look for other people who do the same exact thing that you doing. That's kind of, you're kind of looking for like-minded fucking people. But here's the thing. If you're not open to meet like-minded people, then guess what? You're going to be stuck at this. I'm going to have to do this by my motherfucking self. It's going to take people to help you get to where you need to get to. So you got to find like-minded people. And then once you find those like-minded people, bro, you put that shit into work. You make that shit work. Why? Because that's what it's supposed to do. And like I was saying earlier, when one piece of the jank don't work, take that piece out. Put that piece on the back burner. Be like, yo, man, sit back real quick. We got you. We just need you to get going. We just need you to get going. We just need you to get going. You kicking some real shit to them. Kicking some real shit to them. Kicking some real shit to them. If they don't get that you kicking some real shit to them, kick that ass to the curb. If they're not making way to do better, bro, that's the object of the game. If I'm gonna beat myself up about the shit I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get lazy in doing this shit. But because my friend over here know I'm better than that, know I'm the best version of myself, even when I say I look like I'm scum, I feel like I'm shit, but I'm the best version of myself. What the fuck do you see that I don't fucking see? You see greatness on me? I don't feel greatness right now, bro. But being that you see greatness on me, I'm going to walk in this greatness. I'm going to activate that shit. I'm going to be a great motherfucker. I'm going to be a great ass bitch. All because what? Somebody see it in me, and now I got to activate that shit. Now working that money. Fuck out of here. Can't stop somebody who's determined to get where the fuck they trying to get to. What you mean? Huh? Come on, man. Tighten up. Tighten up. I need some music. I'm just saying, bro, like, you're capable of doing. But don't get stuck at what you don't have. Because you're not going to have it. If you're not willing to ask, you will never have. When have people got away from asking? I mean, and I understand why people get away from asking, because like sometimes you ask people to do some things for you and they drop the ball. And like that's the hurtful part. When you come to people and and they dropped the ball, bro. Like, it hurt. But guess what? You can still make it happen, even though they dropped the ball. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm in a situation where, I dropped the ball. A few people I know done reached out to people. They done dropped the ball. Like, niggas over here trying to quarterback the play, yo. The nigga just like, they done said fumble on the play. Damn. Back 5 more yards. Might get a little run. Might get a little getting up that 5 yards. Might be right there for the first down. Boom, get the first down, but ain't got the touchdown yet. But we shooting for it. And so then you get all the way, get right there, boot, fumble. What the fuck? So then we all the way back on the 100. Nigga, now we gotta throw a whole Hail Mary out this bitch, but it's looking very, very slim. They got some tall ass niggas in there. Like, we gonna need something. Like, yo, in the huddle, we like, yo, so, you know what I mean? Like, this is, you know what I mean? Like, this is what's going on right now. Like, what anybody got anything they want to, like, we over here asking the center, like, yo, man, do you have any suggestions, bro? Nigga, like, I don't know, bro. The only thing I can do is I could hold my line, bro. Like, that's the only thing I can do right now. I could once I hike the ball, bro, I could come up as fast as I possibly can, bro. But it's a little tough, beat. It's a lot of weight. I'm moving around here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm moving a lot of weight, and so I'm trying to help the best way I can. Then you asking the other nigga next to him, like, bro, what you got any suggestions? Like, we just over here asking for suggestions now. Like, we need a suggestion. Like, the coach is no good. We can't ask him right now because he don't know either. Like, he just out there like, he out there, bro. Like, he out there, bro. Like, he's you know what I mean? Like, he's nowhere near to be found. But yet, we still gotta play, bro. We still gotta chuck that shit up. Still gotta chuck that shit up and make the first down. Get the touchdown. And it's gonna come. It's gonna come. But then the question is when, bro. Like, when is it gonna come? When is it gonna be my time? When is it that I'm a quarterback the best play and pow, I'm there? It depends on each and every single solitary person you connected with, bro. Even your haters, bro, like, and your haters could be the niggas that's going out and catching the ball. But they hating on you, so they like, if you overthrow it, nigga, I'm not gonna run to go catch it. If you throw it too low, nigga, I'm not obligated to try to catch that, my nigga. But if you throw it just right, I got you. And that's the sad part. Because everybody on the team. Everybody on the team got to play their part, bro. And that's why relationships are so important. Because everybody got to play their individual part. And if you're not playing your part, like, you can't be a wide receiver trying to be the quarterback. Not unless we run the option play of you being the quarterback. But you still have to play your part, bro. Even the running back may get an option to be the quarterback at times, because the quarterback, like, bro, I might can get 5 yards, and you got a decent little arm. So, like, if you was the little You know what I mean? Boom, we there. But that's still an option. But at the end of the day, you still have to play your part. And you have to be you. You have to be the best version of you. You have to bring the best version of you to the game every day, bro. If you're not bringing the best version of yourself to the game, expect for your team members to come and kick you in your shit. Be like, yo, we need you to get it together, my nigga. We need you to figure out some shit. Because, like, right now you making us look bad. And we don't like looking bad. Really don't like looking bad, bro. Really don't. But we looking bad right now. And so, being that you got us looking bad, we got all right to come tell you, bro, get it together, bro. And I think that's why, like, me personally being in an open relationship and having that, like, I really can't associate friends in a polyamorous relationship. But at the end of the day, like, you know, they give me respect just like they give her respect. So at the end of the day, each person is still being respected. Nobody is being treated unfairly. I don't know what to say, man. But right now I'm listening to some beats from. Well, at first I was just listening to one of my homies. His name is Agent K. Check him out on YouTube. Hot Streets. I might need to go back to that and just let that drop. Hot Streets. That shit lit. You know what? Fuck it. Cuz I'm gonna get back to you in a minute, cuz. But I gotta let this shit rock, bro. Like. High Streets, that's where it's at. Hey. What? Okay. Come on, bro. Feeling like Fabian Rolly. I cannot leave with no Tony. Niggas be trying to promote me. Send her a guy with a Uzi. I'm too hot, nigga too fly. Yo, bitch, she be begging to do me. I'm just a guap, she give me top. I told her I like you know me. Hold on, I might just switch the flow. Hey, I might just fuck on your hoe. Hey, I might just switch your bro. Hey, but fuck it, I'm counting this up. I'm looking for makeup and counting with Joey. Niggas and bitches ain't making me low. Niggas and bitches, I swear be broke. So, my man Agent K, also known as Kamari, as I know him. He's been on here a few times on Club Velvet. I got some YouTube videos I need to post today, but yeah, man, just stay up on, you know, stay woke for real. That ass. Also, I don't really want to take up too much time with this foolishness on my YouTube on Club Velvet, but I feel like it need to be addressed. Just a tad bit, not too much. But if anybody come back to me, yo, just catch me. You know what I mean? Catch me wherever I'm at, be like dead ass. But like, can we allow dark skinned actors and actress to get the spotlight? You know what I mean? Can we stop giving main characters the one skin color? Like, I'm at my wit's end of saying like only black actors in cartoon as main characters and not as, you know, main in actual films. And so like The Little Mermaid has a black girl playing Ariel. And so lately on my TikTok, I've been seeing a lot of people kind of go back and forth. So, but at the end of the day, it's like this, man, like, the world is changing, bro. Like the ideology of it just being one group of people that could do one thing good is ridiculous. Like, I don't care what people may say about Club Velvet or Welcome to Duke's World, but I put in time, I put in effort to do this. Like, there's days where I know I don't want to do this, where I don't want to get up and make a podcast, where I don't want to do a video on TikTok, where I don't want to Facebook Live anymore, where I don't want to Twitter or be in my Discord group. And I'm pushing, and I'm pushing, and I am pushing. I ain't out here making no excuses. Every day I'm pushing. If you don't see me, and if this is the very first time you've actually listened to something that I've done, I'm really pushing. I'm pushing really hard for this dream to come true. I've been pushing for a really long time. It's like I'm kind of tired of pushing, but I'm not tired because it's not a 3-lap race. This is a marathon, bro. Like, I gotta go the distance. Like, I'm not trying to say I'm trying to be better than the next person, but I'm damn sure trying to be better for my damn self. And if all it counts is for me to be the best version of myself, then goddamn it, I gotta be the best version of myself, and I can't make no excuses. Ain't no excuse. Not one excuse at all that I can't wake up every day, even through the hell, the high water, the stress that I might be going through during that time, during that day, during that situation. I'm still getting up. I'm still bringing quality content. I'm still bringing people something to feast on, something to think about. Not one moment do I ever want people to think that I'm not here, I'm not vigilant, I'm not listening, I'm not watching. I'm always watching. But I'm gonna end it here because I think it's been pretty good. I just want to say thank you to all who watch. Thank you for all those 11 people who are currently Club Velvet fans. But we gonna rock out to my man Kamari one more time. Let him know, cuz. I'm trying to complete the thing you want pick up the phone. I'm trying to beat that pussy, let me get you alone. I'm playing you like a rookie. Oh yeah. Let me hold on before we get too deep in my man's music. Let me also say, Genius Pipe. Yet again, I am sitting here getting ready to smoke my pipe. What a hit. That's all I'm saying. So, Genius Pipe, please get at my Twitter, hop in my Discord group, and get with me so we can make some magic. But back to the music, man. I'm trying to confuse you from you. Baby, pick up the phone. I'm trying to beat that pussy, let me get you alone. Don't play me like a rookie, baby, let it alone. But lately I've been tricking, let me get what you want. I feel you gotta make a nigga. Ready to show you the manana. And I wanna know the water.
Baby, you be missing me, I ain't missing you. You know I can't imagine energy. I got shit to do. I've been trying to get a feeling too. Pick my brother too. Girl, you know I'm gonna get it too. I'm a digging boo. I was sitting in Nevada, spending something in Milana. Had a hit in Nevada, living in Nevada. And yeah, I been there with a condo. Had to put it on my roster. Get it in with my evil twin. Yo, we came to win. Had to win. Do it with a twin. Let the game begin. Fuck your kin, fuck your best friend. Count Benjamin. Drink a gin. Fuck my mama again. Now I'm stepping in. They don't think it's fun. Then I'm dropping the same shit again. That's how we roll. Chillin' with the water, the brothers just fucking bluster. Going for the party, don't worry, we give a box. So the game is funny, she fucking us on the rocks. Chillin' with the party, my niggas got in the cut. I don't wanna love, no baby, I wanna lust. Chillin' with the club, my niggas, she had enough. No, I'm not a dog, but nigga, I got a bust. I don't wanna worry, my nigga, we can't discuss. Any niggas fucking, I tell her pussy to lust. Yeah, we get this fucking like numbers, we give eruption. Counting on you done, no baby, that's all I trust ya. That's how we roll, little baby freak hoe. She gon' make it tweak though, feelin' to my feet though. Yeah, she got me deep though, no I had a deep though. Then I put the deep though, give me on the lead though. Hit her on the freak though, so you feel you mine though. In the ride though, so you feel fine in the ride though, nigga so fat, nigga fuckin' with my eyes closed. Why you gotta get so that bitch is going high though? Baby, you missing me, I ain't missing you. No, I cannot match your energy, I got shit to do. I be tryna get a physical, I can run it too. Girl, you know I'm gonna get you, I'm a digging boo. I'm a digging boo. That's how we roll.
This probably one of my favorite songs from him, no cap. Like when I first heard this song, I was like, yo, this song lit, bro. I fuck with Nita, and baby Mac, I took a Nita. I'm not a leader, the nigga wake up like a diva. I'm not a leader, the nigga break up like a cheetah. Yo, bitch, hey, yo, you gonna try to get it done in the party, yeah.
She said she got one body, yeah, she got the genocide. My man said he gon' ride me, told him do it, come and try me. Yo, bitch, you money, I'm fucking window. I'm feeling like body. Niggas be tricking and trusting the free hoe. I can't let body, yeah, he show me games, you eating the tempo. Just like the body. Spit it up, so in the front row. I'm feeling the body, yeah. Look at the baby, so look at my body. I'm feeling no animal, listen to measure the bodies. I'm feeling no animal, I'm smoking the sides. I'm feeling no animal, I'm fucking the sides. I'm feeling no animal, I'm feeling the Nina. That nigga man, that nigga Eva. I'm not a leader, that nigga fucking I go deeper. Yo, bitch, she make her out, she Taiwanese. I got wild visa. I take her out, she swipe my visa. I see Lil Nina, I caught the play, I wipe the fever. She got the fever. I love to catch her like Sabrina. I got her heels, now she walking, talking like a diva. Like a diva. She wants sex and love and weed for free. She said that I'm the one she wanna leave with me. Told me brother, gotta trust her, baby, leave with me. And never just make her trust her, baby, mentally. Sex, love, and weed for free. She said that I'm the one she wanna leave with me. Told me brother, gotta trust her, baby, leave me be. Baby, girl, you fucking mentally. This your boy Duke, man, saying I love and I care about you. If I didn't care, trust me, I wouldn't share. And being that I care, I'm always gonna share with you. Duke out.